hope is in the air. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's a really different by-election, this. It's not a normal run-of-the-mill by-election. So people's support of Andy Burnham is, some people might say, well, I'm going to vote Labour just because I want him to change the party, or I'm going to vote Labour just because, well, he's northern and he's just from up the road and he's, you know, we like that about him. And then some people are absolutely not going to vote for him because he's Andy Burnham, because he's part of the Labour establishment. So the way people vote in this by-election isn't necessarily, I don't think, the way people are going to vote in other elections. So it's, you know. And then Makerfield is a funny little constituency. So the borough of Wigan, so Wigan merged with Leigh and they're kind of 7 miles apart. And Makerfield's the bit in the middle, but it's just all little district centres. So you've got Ashton, you've got Plattbridge, you've got Hindley. You've got these little micro areas that I think feel like they've been forgotten. So they might feel like they've been forgotten by Wigan, but they feel like they've been forgotten by GM. So if you look at us in terms of where we are in Greater Manchester, we're right on the Wild West, as I call it, of the borough. We're not that close to Manchester. We don't feel like we get the same that Manchester gets.
Fair enough, then I can rummage through some records, can't I? Then and have a look and see what. Oh yeah, Stevie Window, yeah, £5, Nothing Stones, Robert Cray, you know, you probably never heard of, bluesy, and the good thing about it at the moment is the car parking is free on there. Right. That's very rare these days. I will be voting this time for reform, and very good reason. I'm 78 years of age next month. All my voting life, there's only been two parties that who have run this country, Labour and Conservatives. Look around you, it's a mess. Every time one party gets in, they spend 2 years or 3 years criticising what the last party left them, what a mess it was in. You know, and they're as bad as each other. It's time for a change. Now, I don't agree with everything that Nigel Farage says. I don't agree with what most political people say. You know, but we need a change. Yeah. If I can't open up because I can't park, that's crazy, then people aren't going to come and shop. No. Yeah. But if he does next week become the MP for Ashton-in-Makerfield, within weeks down in Westminster, he will be canvassing for votes to be Prime Minister. He's not bothered about this place. It's just a stepping stone for him. That's against him. Oh, no, but the point is, that's never brought up on any questions or things.
But it's been an absolutely mad campaign this. Who'd have thought this 4 weeks ago we'd have this in Wigan? You know, all this attention, everyone, there's people walking around the streets, knocking on doors, there's banners everywhere.
It's all right, we'll get it.
I think I'm going to be voting for Andy Burnham. I know he does a lot for the community around here. He does well with everything he talks about, what he comes about. So yeah, he's the one I'll be voting for.
I've not decided. I do like Andy Burnham, but I'm not too sure. So, as I say, I normally vote for Labour, but I don't know.
What are you sure about?
Maybe on the day. I don't know. There's things that you've heard, things that he's the man for the job, but then there's other things that you're hearing. So, as I said, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Yes. yes. Because as you've heard things about them as well. But then you don't, I just say, I don't know. I am sort of different. I don't know. It probably won't be Labour anyway, but as I say, I don't know.